What's going on, everyone? This is Squishy here, and the reason for this video is I wanted to make a video or vlogs of my keto diet. I wanted to let you guys know what's going on every week with my keto diet, how the progress is going. So today is day 8. I wanted to make a video yesterday, but I just didn't have enough time for it. I've been working on my car. So I started on the 1st of this month. The 1st. I weighed in at 300 pounds. Yep, that's 300. So yeah, so that was kind of disappointing, and that's what, well, let me step back a little bit. So my friends and everybody was talking about, you know, keto this and keto that, and I didn't really understand what it was. Or anything. I didn't even know. I've never heard of a keto diet. And so, yeah, my dog still wants some loving. You all see him in there? You can see his nose. So what happened was I stepped on the scale, and I found out I was 300 pounds. What led up to stepping on the scale in the first place was just because my friends and my family, especially my 6-year-old daughter, because, you know, they're just little angels and they just speak their mind. They have no filter. She said that, I was fat. And my old lady said I was fat. My friend said I was getting fat. Keep in mind, the reason why they're saying I'm getting fat is because I used to weigh 190, 196 thereabouts. I am an ex-soldier. I served in Afghanistan for 12 months. And so coming from being a soldier, I got hit by a car after Afghanistan. I got ran over. So I got put on light duty. Then eventually I got a medical discharge out of the military because they said I couldn't wear the vest and everything. It was a lady driving a sports car, texting and driving. So I don't condone texting and driving at all. I don't even like people calling me while I'm driving, just because of that. So yeah, so coming from, you know, being this little skinny, muscular guy to a fat boy was pretty disappointing. And I am saying fat boy. I'm comfortable calling myself that. It's fine. If you're not comfortable with it, then just shut off the video. But I'm doing keto because I've come to realize that this is what I need. So that being said, I just told you all my backstory, told you all why I want to do it. Now let's get down into the nitty-gritty of what my progress has been like and what has the whole experience been like in the last 7 days. I'm halfway through 8 days, so I'm just gonna, you know, let me mentor on the last 7 days. So to start, before I did keto, I drank a lot of soda. And what I did is I actually, a week before I started keto, I actually took the soda out of the equation, and I implemented stuff like Mio with electrolytes, zero carb. Like, I drink lots of energy drinks too. I mean, lots of energy drinks. You're talking like about 6 a day sometimes. I would go through a case of 24 Mountain Dews in 2 days, maybe. Sometimes 1 day, depending on if I was outside doing yard work. The harder I worked, the more I just chug. I just tipped it over like a beer and just, it was gone. I'm talking like 2 drinks. That stuff was gone. I love Mountain Dew. Love it. Sucks. So I replaced my energy drinks with the white energy monsters. 0 carbs, 0 sugars. I replaced my Mountain Dew with like Mio, the squirt that you can get at the grocery store, Walmart or whatever grocery store you go to. It only costs like $1.30 or something like that. And I would recommend 3 squirts per bottle, just FYI. And I do the electrolyte ones because when you're on keto, you need to replenish your electrolytes and your fiber. Those are 2 key things: electrolytes and fiber. So that's what I did for week 1. I replaced my high soda intake and my high energy intake. The reason for this, the reason why I did it, and I've read lots and lots of articles out there, but the reason why I did this was just because a lot of people was talking about the keto flu. I wanted to do everything in my power to make sure I didn't get that or get any kind of symptoms like that. I'm on day 8. I feel great. I actually have more energy now. So, and I'll get into that in a second. But yeah, so that's my recommendations. What I would do: stop the soda intake and everything before, like a week prior to. And I started on, everyone says start your keto on the day off, when your day's off. like the very first day off you got, so you can get through the symptoms and everything like that. I actually started mine on the 1st just because I wanted to track it better. I do have a calendar. I'll post a picture. What I'm saying, right over here. I'll post a picture right there. And that's what I do every night. I know a lot of people say don't weigh in every night, but I just, you know, curiosity, you know, so I weigh in every night. Before I go to bed, I'll eat dinner, and I usually wait about, I don't know, 2 hours before going to bed, and then I'll go to bed, and then I'll wake up, and, you know, I weigh myself. I don't mark that one. I just weigh myself just to see if I've lost anything from the time I went to bed and the time I ate from the time in the morning when I woke up. Just set them, you know, whatever. So let's get into the good stuff, okay? So my progress, my experience so far, my experience has just been amazing. It's really hard for everyone around me to, like my woman and everyone, to grasp the concept of a high fat diet. It's really weird when they see me cook. And I actually went to the store and I got real butter. I didn't get none of that with oil or anything like that. I got real butter sticks. And the cool thing about those, if you've never bought them, is that they actually have the measurements on the sides. So you can just take a knife or a fork and just cut it down. Now, real butter is a little bit thicker than all your other cheap stuff. So just keep that in mind. I actually, so like on my shopping day, I actually went and got something to make zucchini pasta. It's a little like funnel device. I'll post the picture up right here, what it looks like. So that's to make zucchini pasta, and I have tried that with spaghetti sauce and with meat. It was all right, wasn't bad. And I've tried all kinds of different things. Keto food is an experience all to its own. But if you don't tell anyone you're making it for just keto, they'll actually think it's a regular meal and they'll eat it, and some of them, okay? Because it is high fat. But when your woman comes over and sees your bacon just dripping with bacon grease and butter, yeah, that's right. I cook my bacon and eggs with the bacon grease and the butter. Okay? So you just need more fat. And I always buy the cheap bacon because the cheap bacon is better just because it's high fat. Just like the steaks, I want a ribeye or a New York strip. I've got one of them one week. I do one of those one every week. With my pork chops, I actually get the like the brisket. I don't know if I'm saying that right, the tenderloin, the big tenderloin. And I actually chop it down. Just depends on what you want. And what I do is I take that and I actually get baggies and I portion it all out. And then I put everything in the freezer. I portion everything out. Just because on day one I did that. I portioned everything out. That way it'd make my life a lot easier. And you can keep your food separate from your family's food if you have family there. I got a little off track. Sorry about that. So my experience so far, it was a little hard the very first couple days to do everything, to get in this rhythm, because I was eating a lot of portions of everything. I mean, just think like a thing of spaghetti might have like 50 carbs in it, okay? And you're like, oh, that's not bad. Well, okay, but here's what I was doing. I was eating 2 bowls of spaghetti a week, because we always have the same thing. My woman and my family love the same food every week. So we would always have spaghetti once a week. We'd have chili. I live in Kentucky. I'm from Missouri, so over in Missouri, when we make chili, we use like cornbread, chili and cornbread. But over here, like further south you go, excuse me, they use spaghetti noodles, I guess. So that was a new one to me. So I'd eat spaghetti, eat 2 bowls, eat chili, eat 2 bowls. So that's, you know, high carbs right there. High carbs right there, just right there. And then I would also eat macaroni with every other meal in between that. Rather, I was cooking my steak. My woman don't eat pork chops, but if I was cooking my kids' pork chops, barbecue chicken, Parmesan crusted chicken, deep fried chicken, you know, whatever. And then I would also eat sloppy joes or manwich, and I would have deep fried fries with that. So, you know, I was always putting a lot of carbs in my diet. Everything had carbs. Soda, you know, everything you eat has carbs. It's crazy. And then bread, like if I eat my pasta, I eat like 5 slices of buttered bread. So that's 5 slices of bread with my plate. So what? That's, you know, 25 pieces of bread just going for my spaghetti, and I'd put my noodles and compile it all, you know, so it's just delicious. Yeah, so that being said, I had, you know, cutting out all my carbs was a little rough. But after I got into the rhythm of things, it started getting easier. It is now, like I said, day 8. But as of day 7, I found out that I'm not hungry anymore in the mornings. Like, I'm just not hungry. I'll wake up and I just go through my day. Like, you know, might make me some, you know, some coffee, with no sugar, or you can make the bulletproof coffee. I do get the little pods, so it's a lot easier. So, you know, and I make sure almost everything I eat has 0 carbs in it. So, I mean, you know, you just look on the back of everything. Even the Mio stuff, you gotta watch that because some of them does have carbs in them. And you can calculate your net carbs if you want to. You can go on the internet and find, you know, play-by-play book. But I have taken a little bits and pieces out of everyone's keto playbook, and I've kind of used them on my own. And my brother Rick from back home in Missouri, we're both from Kansas City, Missouri, but he lives in St. Joseph, Missouri. So over there, you know, he's doing the diet too. So, and he started a week ahead of me. So he's lost over 20 pounds now. He's also taken the BCAA. I haven't made it to the store and get that yet. That's a supplement you can take in the mornings instead of drinking the coffee. He drinks the BCAA supplement. And you can also work out, and neither one of us has really worked out. He has definitely not worked out. What I do, which might seem funny to you, every time I go pee, I would go in there and you know, you put your feet up against like the back of the wall in your bathroom, or wherever if the closet's behind you, you just shut the closet. You put your feet up there, and then you get up on the sink, you know, some good distance on your hands. Is that showing you? Oh, I just lost focus. So anyway, so what I do is I put my feet up against the bathroom door, and then I sit on the, I put my hands on the actual kitchen sink, and I just do push-ups like this. And I do 20 every time I go pee, or every time you go to the bathroom, period. Just do 20. If you can't do 20, just do 10. If you can't do 10, just do 5. Just do something to just get your stuff working. All you're trying to do, you're just trying to get everything, your body moving. You're just trying to get your body moving. So I do that. Now, today, as of right now, I started at 300. 8 days later, now I weigh, I've lost 11 pounds. I weigh 299 now. 289. I'm sorry, that math was all off. I've lost 1 pound. No, so I weigh 289 now. I've lost 11 pounds, was just amazing. I do have more energy now. Oh yeah, another side effect, I'm not eating as big as portions now. I'll literally eat, like for lunch maybe, eat a freaking salad, and I'll be good, which is just amazing to me. So my portioning is little. So now, today being day 8, the reason why I didn't want to reflect on 8 days versus 7 days is because it's day 8. Now I'm going to start my, and you totally don't have to do this, but my body's in a place now where I'm not feeling hungry as much, so I can do this. I'm going to fast, so I'm going to eat dinner, and then I won't eat again until next dinner, basically. So I'm going to fast for like 16 hours. Or 13 hours, maybe 13 hours, 13 to 16, whatever. I'm gonna get on schedule. I gotta get on track. Today's my first day, and I just ate my breakfast. Yeah, 13 hours. Yeah, so I fasted for 13 hours, and that gives you a small window to eat everything. And you just want to eat high fat. So that's the plus side on that. So to get back into it, one exercise I would recommend for people, other than the little push-up thing, is that I was watching a motivational speech by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And if you don't know Arnold Schwarzenegger from back in the day, he used to be really, really built. He used to, you know, be a heavy, hardcore weightlifter. So what he actually said was, and I love, you know, people that tell you what they used to do and what they used to tell people, is that for men, it's all about the belly. It's all about the belly. We gain weight in our belly quick. For women, they usually gain back fat. They gain fat under the arms, you know, flabbiness right here. It can go to the face, you know, so the women have a different kind of fat than a man gets, you know, per se, you know. But, you know, none of that freaking matters. None of that matters. What matters is just getting on a steady routine. But what he was saying is, like, for your stomach, just every day, for 5 minutes a day, suck in your stomach. You know, suck it in. You don't have to stop breathing. Just suck it in real good. And he said just do that. He said another thing, suck it in and then go stand up against a wall, a straight wall, and stand as straight as you can. What that does is forms muscle memory. It's telling your back, hey, you know, like when you're sitting in a chair and stuff like that. You know, I don't have my chair leaning way back. I can just go like this, but I have support underneath it, lumbar support, on my gaming chair, right there. So what he does is he's telling you to do this because you get muscle memory. You get muscle memory. You have to get muscle memory. You're telling your stomach, hey, stomach, let's go, man. Like, you haven't been this fat, or if you've always been a big guy, then, you know, hey, stomach, you can get this small. You can get this small, I promise. You know, you can do it. And then the whole purpose of standing up straight on the back of the wall is telling your back, hey, you know, you can stand up straight. You can stand up straight. You know, it's muscle memory. You just do it every day, and then eventually your body starts going with the rhythm. You know, so now you're not by yourself. Now your mind's not by yourself. Now your body's working with your mind. And that just came from Arnold. I thought it was awesome. Another thing you should do, which is what pretty much what all the wealthy people do, they listen to motivational speeches. They read motivational books, self-help books, stuff like that. I'm not telling anyone to go read, but what could help you in doing your diet is maybe finding some good motivational speakers every day. I will list some down into in my description if you guys are interested in watching them. Really good motivational speeches. I'll make sure I leave the one with Arnold down there too, so you can watch that if you want to. But yeah, so check my description, and it's gonna have some information in it. If you are doing keto, you know, I salute you. If you aren't doing keto, you need to get on the ball and do some keto. Don't have any fears about it. And don't pay attention to them high-priced diets. You know, you can just get real butter, some bacon, a 24-pack of eggs, veggies. You know, you can get a lot of veggies, and make sure you get salads, ranch dressing, like high-fat dressing, and that's basically all you're gonna need to start out with. I promise you. And if you want to throw some pork chops, you can eat chicken and pork chops, but it's mainly a high fat, so you don't have to listen. You don't even have to use the steaks, but you know, just do something. Just start small, get on track. You know, research some keto. Once you feel like you're getting into the groove, then you can experiment more with the food, with keto food. But just start simple, simple and cheap. See if you like it. See if the diet's for you. Once you step on that scale after a week and you realize you're missing 10 pounds of your freaking weight, you're gonna be like, yeah, this is it for me. This is it. I'm not starving myself. I feel great. I have good energy. I love the keto diet. I mean, you know, that's what you're gonna say because that's what I say, and I know you're gonna like it. So, I mean, I'm not representing anybody. I'm not getting paid. This is just me, and I love this keto diet, and I love you guys. So my next video is going to be on 2 weeks progress. I'm going to let you know how my next week is going to be, not my last week. And I'll tell you about my progress from going from week 1, week 2, and on to week 3. I'm not going to start showing pictures until I'm a month in. I am taking pictures of myself. I took pictures on day 1 with my scale showing 300 pounds. I went into the bathroom and I took pictures of my face, my front part of my body, this side of my body, this side of my body, and a little closer up in my face. I just went in yesterday, did the exact same thing. That way I can start having side-by-sides. So on month 1, I'll put day 1, day 7, day 14, and then day 30, 31, and 28, you know, depending on what month it is. That way you can see my progress and see if I'm actually making a change physically, a physical change. So that being said, I'm done with the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you all got some good tips. Like I said, you can take what you want from these videos. They're mainly for me, so I can watch myself and further motivate myself to eat a healthier life and to live a healthier life. That way I can spend more time with my family. I have 3 daughters. I want to spend more time with them. I don't want to die too early, so I don't get to watch my grandbabies grow up if they decide to have kids. So on that, this is Squishy. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave some comments. I love comments. I'm out of here.